Hey everyone. So I've had a few requests to fly out something other than the 109, and it's not that I don't fly other planes. It's just that I don't really have that many games where I do fantastic in other planes. On average, it's maybe just one kill, so nothing spectacular. And then there's allied teams. They just annoy the hell out of me. If you've played Allies, typically nobody works together. There's no teamwork involved. Nobody uses the plane to the strengths. They don't climb. They don't keep the speed. I've even seen P47s trying to turn with zeros, believe it or not. And yeah, typically when I fly Allied planes, I like to climb. I like to use the plane to its full strength. And by the time I've climbed, 90% of my team is already dead. It could be just three P51s, P47s or something left. And we're left with dealing with the entire German team, or Russians, Japanese, whatever we're facing. And it just gets so frustrating. All the players need to do is climb, work together. And the fact that the American planes and the British planes, performance-wise, they just outperform every other plane in the game. So all they have to do is use the plane to its strengths, and they cannot lose. I mean, I decided to take out the P51 D-30 here, and this thing is amazing. It gets a lot of stick, mainly because, like I said, people don't fly it to its strengths. But this plane is insanely fast. This is the D-30, so it gets the Merlin engine upgrade. It's got the 650 cal machine guns, and it's got a lot of ammo as well, 1,880 rounds. But just look at the speed. This is fully upgraded now. I just upgraded it last game, and it can do 721 kilometers per hour. Nothing is going to catch you at that. It is mainly a high altitude plane, but if you use it to its strengths, with the speed, it's got good energy retention, and surprisingly, it can turn very well at high speed. The other thing is, with this plane and all American fighters, more or less, the flaps, they're pretty strong. They don't rip until 500 kilometers per hour, so you can put the takeoff flaps out, and you can outturn with most planes if you're going above 400 kilometers per hour. I mean, I've outturned 109s in this thing, unbelievably. As long as you use the vertical and you dive, keep your speed up in the turn, as long as they're going to follow you, you've got no problems. The problems arise when you get an experienced pilot, like a 109 pilot, and they use the vertical. So that's where you will have trouble, but in that case, you just extend away and you reset, try again. Eventually they're going to get tired and they're going to make mistakes. They're going to follow you in the dive. And that's where these planes excel. So yeah, anyway, you've requested this, guys, so here it is, the P51 D-30. This is a 5.0. And I'll be back with you in a second with the gameplay. Okay, we are back in the P51 D-30. I'm flying here with my squad mate, Free Time. He's in the P47 just behind me. So we decided to climb to 6,000 meters in this game. It turns out, the entire Allied team is on the deck again, pretty much typical for Allied teams at this point. So there's just me and Free Time up here. We've got a massive energy advantage over everybody. So this is the ideal scenario for the P51s. And we're just going to go ahead and have a go at this 109 that we see climbing. So we know he's going to be slow. Always go for the easiest target there is, just to get them out of the game. So we make a pass at him. We do end up getting a few hits, but we just fly straight when we pass, and we're going to extend away. Use our superior high-speed energy retention. So we're just pulling away from this guy. That's a 109 K4 there, by the way. So one of the fastest 109s there is. And he's just so helpless, you know, he can't catch us. So we're just going to extend away, but we're going into a shallow climb as well. So we're going to gain some of our altitude back at the same time. And free time there is dealing with the 190. So we got no worries about him. And the other guy, the P59, is on the dough. So we're going to turn back in here. I'm going to use the yo-yo just to pick up some speed on the way round. And for some reason the 109 turns back as well. I guess he decides to help his buddy out. Not sure what he was doing really, because he just keeps on flying. But anyway, we're going to chase him down, and you know, we've got a massive energy advantage over him, so even though he's in the K4, he's pretty much helpless. So we decide to follow him here. There's nobody around. So we even part the combat flaps. Again, I know this thing can outturn 109s, especially the K4. So I've got no real worries, to be honest. I've got the energy advantage. You know, everything is in my favour at this point. So we pull lead there, get some hits, some more hits. And we get him. Nice easy kill there. We didn't struggle too much for that, gotta say. So free time is over there fighting the 109s, the 190 still even. I think it's a D9, could be wrong. But anyway, he calls out for some help, so we're gonna head over there, give him a hand. So Free decides to go in the vertical, and this, you know, drains the 190 of all his energy. And he represents himself as a nice easy target. So that was a perfect setup there by Free Time. You know, you can't ask for a better kill there. Brilliant squad mate. So now it's just the TA and the 109, and the P59 there ends up taking out the TA152, and he then gets taken out by the 109. So it's just me and Free Time here against this 109. Now he is in the G14, which is, it's a hard plane to face, but you know, this plane, the P51, it can outturn him. I mean, sure, he's got the vertical power down here. You know, I've got no altitude to work with, so I can't pick up some speed. Whereas before I was able to dive and use the flaps and whatnot. So I've only got this, I've got 490 kilometers per hour to work with, and that's it. Once that's gone, you know, there's not a lot I can do. So we try and get some long range shots in there, and we just pull off. I know I never go for the head on, I always pull out. Just not worth it. And immediately we go into a kind of a rolling scissors there. I'm trying to use the vertical dive to keep the speed up. But like I said, I've not got a lot of altitude to work with. So the 109 pilot, he's also using the vertical. So we try and pull lead there, thinking I can get on him, but no, I can't quite get guns on. And again, he's in the vertical here. So I just roll out of the way of his guns just in time, because he would have been able to, you know, get me there if I'd continued that. So this has turned into a low speed dogfight at this stage. and I think we may be on equal terms, to be honest. There's not a lot in it at low speed. These planes probably perform around about the same. But anyway, we managed to get the upper hand, and free time swoops in anyway, so we had no real problems there. But yeah, what a plane, guys. You know, this gameplay was nothing spectacular. I almost didn't show this video. The main reason I put it up is, you know, I'm playing this on a controller on PS4, and this plane gets a lot of stick as being a bad plane, and clearly it's not. You know, like I said at the beginning, you just need to play this plane to its strengths, keep it fast, climb at the beginning, you know, and just be situational aware. Always be looking around, know where everybody is, and most importantly, teamwork. Allied teams, allied planes, they need teamwork to be successful, and that's all it is. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.